Hello, hello, it's Mickey Wright. I am here this evening because I heard something earlier today and I just wanted to share, just wanted to put it out there. But it's the title that I put up there. If it's worth doing, it's worth doing wrong. And I don't know if you've ever heard that before, but I had never really heard that before. And it totally resonated with me. It was like, yeah. I'm doing all kinds of new things that I'm taking on. So, there's new challenges, there's new ups, there's new downs, there's new getting things wrong. Hi there, welcome Taylor. And so I just wanted to come on and just kind of hopefully lend a little bit of encouragement to anybody who may be doing some new things and or either helping other people to do things. That are new for them as well. Hi, Stacy. Welcome. And so one of the things that I wanted to share is if it's worth doing, it's worth doing wrong. And what I got from that is if it's in your spirit, if it's in your soul, if you feel like you have to do it. And for me, I kind of liken it as like owning a salon. It's not for everybody. A lot of people have the desire, kind of oh, that would be so neat, that would be so cool. But there's a few folks where it's just kind of a burning desire. Like you've got to do it, and there's nothing else that will replace it, and there's no one else that can talk you out of it. And so if you have something like that that's in your spirit, that's in your soul, I believe that it's, from God, from the inside, from that deepest part of you, and you have to do it. And so you are not going to go out and typically get things all right. And it's okay. But I know, for me and for a lot of people, I work with coaching and with just in the industry, just friends, it's like we've often gotten messages that we have to do everything perfectly. And in the beauty industry, it's great to have that kind of perfectionist tendency. Hi, everybody. Welcome. It's great to be a perfectionist in what we do because that's why people come to us. We pay attention to details, we listen, we, are able to execute. And even that didn't come, right away or naturally, some more so than others. I know for myself with like learning finger waves, I had to get to the point where I was literally ready to throw my mannequin at the wall and walk away from it for a little while and come back. And when I came back, I could do it because I had been moving my fingers and moving my hands and moving in that direction so long and getting it wrong. And then all of a sudden, like something clicked, something magical, like, kind of that, the angels came out and said, okay, let her go ahead and get it. And I think that's what happens in a lot of instances with what we want. And so it's worth continuing forward, failing forward, I guess might be the apt way to say that. So one of the things I wanted to share with you tonight is just the way that we look at success and the way that we look at how success comes. And one of those things is that success, you start off here and you go here, 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 and it's just an upward movement. And that's not usually the way that it works. I think Robert Kiyosaki, who's Rich Dad, Poor Dad author, talked about or showed really how success really looks. And it's like a little bird being pushed out of the nest by its mom. And it goes down, 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 down. And then all of a sudden it starts fluttering. And then it starts coming back up. And that's usually the way success looks. We go down, 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 down for a little while and then start coming back up. And so in that process, it's like we got to hang on, we got to keep flapping, and know and trust that we're going to be, caught in the wind, and that our wings are going to be enough to lift us up and keep us going. And so learning, again, like with the finger waves, with almost everything else that I've tackled, I mentioned in a post the other day, I started taking a class for Chicago stepping. And it is, interesting. You got to do your counts and get your right foot from your left foot and your left arm from your right arm and figure out where you're supposed to be going. And it's really a lot of fun, but at the same time, it's like, okay, I'm sure I look totally goofy and, it's just all part of the learning. So it's like if you're not willing to look goofy, look foolish or what have you, you're bound to not be a success. It's like if we focus too much on what other people think, typically things are not going to happen the way that we want because we're so focused on everyone else. So just know that learning typically looks like getting it very wrong first. And the third thing is just persistence. Persistence is kind of what makes us win. And so it's that burning desire, that amount of having fun. Success is knowing how to step right. Thanks. I love it, Maria. Thanks, everybody, for joining. But persistence is that thing that keeps us going, that keeps us, on the path. Sometimes when we want to fall off the track, sometimes when we want to jump off the track and just say, forget it, it's that thing that calls us deep inside, that's that persistence where it's like, okay, nope, I got to dust myself off, pick myself back up, and keep it moving. And so I hope some of this has been a little bit encouraging for you, and I want to encourage anyone who is working with others, working with owners, with business owners of all types, to help them with their, with growing their teams. It's like one way to grow our business is to grow our teams. And we have to realize when we're growing our teams that we need lots of patience, and that they too will go through these learning curves, and that it won't look so pretty all the time. It won't look exactly the way that we think that maybe it should. But we need to keep them encouraged and keep them lifted up and keep them knowing that, if it's worth doing wrong until they can get it right. I used to hear the old adage, practice makes perfect. I don't know if anyone knows Olive Benson, but she is definitely a legend in the beauty industry. And she used to say, practice does not make perfect. It's perfect practice that makes perfect. And so it's taking those skills, taking those little things and continuing to move those things forward, take our little baby steps, take one step forward and two step back and keep going and realize that we will get there. I'm going to sign off for the evening. I appreciate you guys joining me, taking time out of your evening. I hope to see you tomorrow. So I'm going to be working my way through doing more video, and hope that you have a fabulous evening. And I'm Mickey Wright, and look forward to seeing you soon. If you like what you've gotten, feel free to like below and or share with anybody who might need a little word of encouragement this evening. Talk to you soon. Have a great night.